This is gross.
And we're here. We're live on Instagram Live. We're recording the podcast here, and we're officially back, I feel like.
Hello.
Right?
We'll see.
Season 2. What?
I don't know. Life just gets in the way.
You think so?
I don't know if you guys know we're living in a pandemic.
Josh is here. Hey, Josh.
Hey,
How's it going, pal? I think there's, it's life in a pandemic.
I just feel like, we got this. We got a rhythm. We got a routine.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
No, there's no routines. There's no life. There's no subtlety. There's no, there's no,
And I think it's harder for us. Like, you've been able to stay on track with the other things you have going on. But it's hard with us because, one, this is our house.
Yeah.
So, and there'll be times where we planned on doing something and then I get home from work and I'm just like, I can't.
Right.
Emotionally.
Or planning ahead. A lot of times planning ahead is a lot harder because we have, you have a store, you have employees, you have your own mental health and your own and your own,
also
other work, stuff like that. We're working on a lot of stuff, and honestly, that's
we'll get there.
It's growth. But, but it's good to be back at least for now.
Yeah, we're not giving up on GDP. We will never give up.
No.
But I'm sorry we can't get consistent. We will someday.
Since it used to, so the show used to be, it was just a podcast of mine mainly that I mainly hosted by myself, and you would be on often. I think there was a lot of times where you were on shows anyway, but there's still. I mean, it's in the house. It's already it's in the home studio. So immediately, once when we decided we're gonna have the whole time we're gonna have both of us be the host, co-host or whatever. And guest, not guest, whatever, it's just a lot of stuff is up in the air, and it's the show is we're at 100 and almost 30 episodes plus, I'm sure, with bonus episodes, live episodes, stuff like that. But there's still a matter of consistency. So kind of a fresh start. Also burning a lot of bridges with the places that host podcasts. You know what I mean, Tom? You can suck my dick. I just want to let you know, we've been through a lot. It's been an emotional time. Yeah. And to be honest, and to be fair, I have been pretty well behaved. Yeah. I have had very little feuds. I had the feud with Nectar Pillows. Yeah. I had the feud with, this has been a long time coming. I've had
pandemic, you've done really well with.
I'm not an anti-mask. I was an anti-masker for 1 day when they initially said you have to do it to go into stores, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, wait, how bad is it really?
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Well, I had the same reaction of I don't want to go out of the house. If you're telling me I need to wear a mask, then.
Consistency is for losers, Josh said. I'm gonna bring this closer because I can't fucking read.
Yeah, I can't read that either.
Can you read? There we go. Yeah, to get the full effect of the video and everything, you can see us here. Yeah. Look at her. There you go. You can read better anyway. But yeah, consistency is it's so this is what I was thinking about today was the fact that we've been up and down. The pandemic didn't really affect us too negatively, at least to start. As far as health wise, we felt pretty safe. We financially
had a good job.
We kept working. We had a job the whole time. We were able to
stay creative. And they took care of us. And we lucked out pretty well with that. But then getting back into work and trying to find a routine, and it's a mess. Yeah. Plus then we lost Dobby Waberson.
Absolutely, and just so we can formally let everyone know here, we appreciate all the kind words. Yes. Ashley Pontius personally sent us a card. That was really sweet of her.
To message her. Thank you. I'll do that.
Well, I wanted. Well, eventually, I would like to have her on the show, but I think it's weird to say thanks for sending us a card for our dead cat. Do you want to be on our podcast?
But it was just such a kind gesture.
It was, yeah.
And she didn't. It wasn't a message, which we appreciate the messages via text and social media. That's. Yeah. Very, very kind. But she mailed us a card.
There's those things that happen.
A little bit of effort, and the handwritten card was just
yeah.
That really meant so much.
And let it be known also that I keep every single card that I've ever given. I've ever been given. Any kind of, and it's not just because of the praise, because I it's the thought, like you said, it's the thing of like it's a gift. It's harder for me to throw away or to get rid of like something because or donate. I usually donate most things like clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's harder to do when it's a gift. Like if it's a gift from you, I think I still have a Big Lebowski shirt that you gave me. I think I may have gotten rid of it in my last go around, but it's conflicting. What the fuck is that about? Because look,
it's like attachment. I've been actually watching it's like an organizing show on Netflix.
Yeah.
And they talk about that of like how closets are terrifying to people because it's like this emotional thing because you're like, I don't know what's in there because that's what happens is like, oh, here's this gift. The shirt doesn't fit me anymore, but my wife got it for me. So I'm going to put it in this box. I'm going to keep it forever.
Right.
And then when you're like, I don't know what's in these boxes. And then it's emotional.
It's like it's like, well, that's what my mom always says about like, well, again, you don't know what's in your closet. And again, in my mom's case, you do know what's in her closet. My dad. So literally,
you don't want to open that door.
Literally, sometimes there's skeletons in your closet.
Yes.
And sometimes those are skeletons that have burned up.
They're burned up.
And ground like this.
They're ashes.
And they're in a bag. You know what I mean? So sometimes you know what's in your closet, and sometimes you don't know. So overall,
but yeah,
either way, there's anxiety.
There's an emotional attachment to that where you feel like, am I don't know, betraying?
Yeah,
it's different for everybody.
Don't throw my dad away.
Emotional things. Don't throw your dad away.
Don't throw dad away unless like it's in a grave, where bodies go.
Yeah.
This coming from the family that has their cat on the mantle over here. So
yeah, but he's not in a closet.
Right. Yeah, we're
there's
proud of him.
Damn it. There's nothing wrong with having ashes.
Right.
But like to still keep it in a bag in the closet,
like do you think it's
put
like
it out
again?
But
my God! Speaking of Big Lebowski, why didn't she just put him in a coffee can? Like maybe that's it. Maybe we don't have a vessel.
Okay.
You think that's it?
Vessel.
Because that was. I mean, I'm sure that was again.
What was your dad's favorite thing to eat? Do you know?
There's a joke answer. Let's see. No. I honestly don't know.
That might be a question for your mom. I'll ask her, and then maybe we could.
Remember, I was just a young child when my dad died.
I know, but I didn't know if.
Yeah.
Randomly, if you knew.
Baby corn. Maybe. I remember always making like a teriyaki. We made, anytime we would cook, like, we need to get some baby corn. I feel like next time we make a stir fry, you can just get a can of those baby corn.
I didn't just discover sesame oil, but it is in our house for the first time, and I'm obsessed with it. It smells so good. I told Pat last night I want a candle. Like, it just smells so good.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
So
yes, we can get baby corn. We're gonna use some sesame oil.
So maybe let's just say baby corn. Let's just say baby corn is his favorite food. Okay. Where are we going with that?
Well, let's put him in a can of baby corn.
Okay.
But
deal.
We'll have to go to Costco to get a big one.
Yeah, we'll have to get the big can.
The big can, so we could put it all in there. But
yeah, so Dobby died. That was a fucking tough. That was a lot tougher than I thought. And honestly,
oh my God, yeah.
I know people were judging us. I'm sure people were judging us with how sad we were. I'm sure even friends. Like I felt a heavy amount of judgment from Alan when I had to reschedule a podcast because I was like, I'm not going to be able to concentrate. Yeah. Like I'm just like it's one of those things that like everybody has their thing.
Yeah.
But like there's still you know what I mean? Like everybody has the thing that they love, the thing that they cherish more than other things. But like it's not he wasn't a thing. Like it was just like this is even if you had a thing that you loved. Let's just say you have a thing that you love, like a routine, a type of
routine,
coffee.
Or maybe there's like
your favorite mug.
Right.
You're sentimental. Like you know what I mean? Like think about it. Think about when your grandmother gives you a mug that she made for you, and then one day you're making something, coffee, let's say, hot chocolate. You reach for the marshmallows, splash. Crash, cry.
Cry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's a one of a kind.
Right.
You can
Dobby was a one of a kind.
Right. You can't go buy another one.
Right.
It's just like, oh, that's gone.
Right.
And you just need a moment. And then I don't know, I don't even know how long ago. 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, my uncle passed away.
Yeah.
And that
was a lot easier.
No, it wasn't. So then, but like, I mean, I brought up my cat dying to my therapist. Like we talked about it, and she was like, "I'm so sad," or "I'm so sorry," and like, but we kind of
her therapist is also a white lady, so she understands.
Yes, but we we didn't dive deep into it. I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm really sad, blah blah blah. I didn't do my homework. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then my uncle passed away, and then like we really kind of dove into grief. And one of the things that made it make so much sense to me, and I related it to Dobby as well, is grief is obviously different for everybody, and it's your body refiguring life without that thing,
right?
Or like the cat or a relationship. So it doesn't even have to be death. It could just be the end of something, but your body has to go through this change of life is different now.
Right.
And that was the thing. And what happened with Dobby was, one, it was shocking. We weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
And then two, it made us realize how much he impacted our lives. We were like, oh my God, everything is Dobby. Everything is Dobby, because
right.
he was always with us.
Right.
He was attached to us. So, like you walk by a door and we would make kissy noises.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because
right.
he was sitting there. I was like, oh, hello, pretty boy.
Yeah.
And then so like your initial reaction, it's that routine, it's that constant.
Right.
You go to do it and then you're like, oh no, he's not there.
Right.
And so it's that. But like you said, it's fair to say of like a mug. I mean, we're not comparing my uncle or Dobby to a mug, but
I am. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things that it's.
But some people just don't get attached to animals
right.
as much as others.
Right.
Like. It's, whatever. You want to judge me, it's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my point is like
right.
I understand that happens, but like now I just like I don't feel like ashamed of my feelings. I just want something terrible to happen to you now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like not the worst. I want like, if you really don't think it's that bad, I want that heirloom to be destroyed. Do you know what I mean? And I want you to, because that's nice. The thing. Well, that's my thing is phony sadness. So like phony sadness, like, okay, so if you can call it phony sadness, the only reason I call it phony sadness is because like that genuinely really didn't have an actual day-to-day effect on you. Like when Kobe Bryant died, a lot of people were like, I am heartbroken.
Well, and
it's no, you're not. Hold on a second. You just typed the words, I am heartbroken.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that
you're
doesn't
heartbroken
equate.
For the family,
you're sad.
Really.
You're saddened by this really sad thing that happens, and this person may have had an effect, and definitely had an effect on your life, but didn't have the day-to-day. Like, do you every day did you wake up and go like kiss a poster?
I know for me,
or
I don't watch basketball. I know who Kobe Bryant is.
Right.
Mainly because of the rape allegations.
But
mainly.
I know him from basketball.
Okay. So I don't, but I was like, it did affect me, but I think it was like my empathy kicked in.
Yeah.
And I just thought about the family, and I'm like,
exactly.
I cannot imagine. And that's where it
right.
really hits home, because you put yourself, and that's what happens to me all the time, of empathizing with somebody and putting myself in their shoes and being like, I can't imagine your husband and your daughter going to a basketball game. Like and yes, they took a helicopter. That's kind of out of our
matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's the thing is it's like the equivalent of them driving
yeah.
and going to a basketball game. It was a very routine thing. There was like, hey, I'll see you later. We're having chicken for dinner.
Yeah.
And then your whole world is turned upside down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like,
you're not even thinking of it. You're like, I'll tell you when you get back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you when you get back. Don't worry about it.
Right. Like, it's just, it's.
I'll see you again, I'll see you at dinner time.
Right.
Like, that's the thing is like, and that was the thing with like Dobby, is the fact that we were saying like, oh, he looks
He was
sick.
acting a little strange, and I was like,
right.
Well, I recently listened to a podcast that had a vet on it, and they were talking about like, when do you take your animal to the vet, because it's so expensive, and when
right.
And they said wait 2 to 3 days, like when you start seeing
expect a lawsuit.
No,
you better expect a lawsuit.
No, I'm glad it happened the way that it did, but like the is it telltale sign? What's that saying?
I don't honestly know.
Okay, whatever.
Telltale? I think it's
tell.
Nope. Hold on a second. Listen to what I'm saying. Telltale? Like, because you're telling tale?
Yeah.
Right?
whatever that.
Just say the words I'm saying. Just
telltale sign.
There it is. There you go.
Telltale sign is
you were acting like it was like
they don't eat.
Greek.
It's not computing.
Call?
It's not computing. Is if they don't eat for a couple of days. So even if they miss one meal, it's like, okay, let's see tomorrow. So he was acting really strange, and we were eating lunch, and I was like, it'll be dinner time in a couple hours. If he doesn't eat, let's take him in.
Right.
And it didn't even. Yeah. He passed before even dinner time, so we didn't get that chance. But
yeah, but I think.
But yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. But when you lose somebody or something that drastically, that fast, like I don't know why. So like, and I honestly don't shame people for being sad when, like, because I've been sad when either celebrities or known figures that I don't know personally and haven't ever met or had any personal contact with. I understand that, but I'm saying my point was saying like for anybody that, like, I don't know how you could. I have definitely given shit to people, but it was like somebody that was like, my dog's going in for surgery and I need the day off, or I can't cover this. It's just too much. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I think in that case I would, and I still feel that way. Because there's
I left work early when we took Chloe to the hospital. I was like, guys, I got to go. Something's wrong with my cat. And everyone was like, okay, get out of here. Like, good.
It's
Sorry.
so weird.
Hope everything's good.
Well, then that's you addressing the problem. Saying my dog has surgery is saying, I'm going to take my dog to a specialist and then I'm just going to sit there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're saying, like, my cat's sick, I need to go physically. I'm not going to call a cat ambulance. You know, so I'm gonna say, which would be adorable. But I
that's your next job.
That's my next job. Cat EMT, CMT, country music television, cat emergency technician. Is that what it's?
Emergency, not emergency.
What's M? Medical. Medical technician.
Medical technician.
Emergency. Oh, it's not emergency. Oh, I get you
emergency.
now. Yeah.
It's emergency.
But yeah, I think overall the drastic, the very sudden loss, and again, it's a sad thing, but this way more affected me than any celebrity dying.
Yeah,
a lot of family members. I mean,
but I'm
a cold, bad man.
I wouldn't say cold, but I think you're.
You didn't say good. You didn't say not bad.
I don't think you're bad. No. I don't think you're a bad man at all. But you're very rational when it comes to.
I'm not performing the surgery. I'm not going to do anything to help. It's a 6-hour shift. It's a 6-hour surgery. That's the best way to kill 6 hours and try to get my mind off this thing.
And that's something for you.
I mean?
But for other people, it's this. Now my anxiety is through the roof. I can't focus.
Right.
I'm not going to be any good here.
Right.
I'm going to cry. Like, whatever. But for you, you're very rational of like, I'm just going to sit there. I might as well go to work, or I might as well have whatever commitment or whatever it is. But then I'm on the other spectrum of like, nope, I can't focus.
Yeah.
My brain is elsewhere.
Yeah, I could.
I'm freaking out. Whether I'm freaking out how I'm going to pay for this or I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. But so we had to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean.
And then work has just been a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, it is buck wild.
I've had
people are getting sick, not with COVID, just regular sick, but we can't have them working, so it's just been.
Well, like I said, like it's just going into regular cold and flu season, so it's going to be fucked up either way.
Yeah.
But it's about it's mainly there is like the longer a lot of everything has gone on. Like that's the thing is nothing has stopped when it comes down to like, okay, there is protests and like we started to get really consistent and really on the ball here with GDP during the pandemic. I think got burnt out by going 2 days a week. And
yeah, we should have banked them. We shouldn't have put them all out there.
And the fact that everything had come back, like everything had nothing goes away anymore. No problems have been solved.
No.
We just add more problems. You just get more and more on there, and it's just adding to the thing. So eventually it gets to a point where we can't it's not even like I don't even want to say take it, but it's just one of those things that like I just need. If we can have a break, we're just gonna take a break of something, and just refocus. Yeah. And honestly, usually that's the time I would take.
And the other podcasts are priority because there's other people involved in it. It's other people's projects, and you have responsibilities with that. So GDP gets kind of.
But I feel more. I definitely feel more focused, and I feel like I've gotten a good. I feel like a better game plan set. I've been done a couple comedy shows. I think since the last time we did an episode, and and it's just it's nice to. That's what I was saying. I don't think I think much like a lot of that stuff that keeps getting added on and added on. I feel like everybody's expecting stuff to go back to normal.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not saying a new normal thing. I'm not saying that bullshit anymore. Like it's not new anymore. It's an ever changing normal.
Yeah, and I think that's
never ever ever like let's just say never normal. It's never ever normal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I think much like that, you just add more changes to everything, and it just is.
You just gotta be fluid.
Yeah,
you just gotta roll with the punches.
Trying to figure out: do we want Twitch? Do we want YouTube? Do we want to try this? Do we do this? Do we audio, video? Why not just have content? We got live streaming. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have that. If you want to be on the show, if you want to contact the show, just direct message Baby Mermaids Productions on Instagram. If you have a question for the show, just let us know. We can we'll answer anything we have. I'll fucking answer the emails. I don't give a shit.
That'd be fun.
You know what I mean? We can talk about. We want to have clips. We want to have all this stuff. Guest, no guest, whatever it may be. So
it's fluid.
From here on. It's just this has always been the stream of consciousness kind of podcast, and that's what I didn't have really anything planned. Really, for at least for this first show back, because we just got to catch up.
Yeah, like, hey, this is what's been going on in our lives. But something I read today from my friend Allie, she's on Instagram as Allison Lynn. She has a new baby named Sunny, and he's adorable, and her Instagram is great. So she does a lot of cool parenting things, like stuff that she's learning, and but she posted today, and I was just like, yeah. She was excited for fall. And does anyone else feel like they are coming up for air right now? Like, we've just spent so long underwater getting tossed with the wave after wave, but now the water is settling and we can get to the surface. It feels good. It feels like relief, but it also a little nerve-wracking knowing that this is our chance to seize the fun, the sun, and the air. Because we're all a little anxious about what's going to come next, not knowing what the winter will bring to us or how different our traditional holiday plans will be. Feels strange, almost like we can't get excited. But just what she's learned is just being present, and just being in this moment we're good, so let's just take advantage of it. Tomorrow we may not be good, and that's okay, and we're gonna get through that day, and then just take a moment. So today is my last day before I go back to work. I've been off for a week, and so we're gonna try to bank some episodes. I'm feeling good. I've been I haven't been super mopey, but I really just have not felt motivated. I'm I don't want to do nothing. Well, but today I felt good. I'm okay, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I'm going to get up. We went to the store. We went and got
Lightning
coffee.
are in the Stanley Cup final?
Lightning are in the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, that was a fun. Yeah, I forgot about that. So we obviously the Hockey Talk Man is another thing that's been on the channel. We've been streaming with Youngblood, Talkin' Hawk. We're going to be doing another episode today, so look out for that. Or I don't know, coming up. I'm sure it's out by the time this episode's coming out. But there's a weird fact that you noticed, which was during your birthday week off, we got to watch one game on your birthday.
Yeah,
which
Stanley
normally
Cup final.
Around that time or on the day of your birthday, we don't always get to perfectly on the day. Sometimes it's a little bit after, but around that time is usually when we try to. When we were living back in Florida, to make a preseason game.
That was my birthday present. That was our thing that we did every year, and it was very strange. Every year we would buy because it's preseason, so we're we're just gonna go have some beers,
watch them play Nashville, fucking walk around. Who gives a shit?
So we would get 300 level tickets, get cheap tickets, drink and eat there and stuff, and every time we always got upgraded to the 100 level.
Yeah.
Like it just happened. Like one, we were season ticket holders, so we got on like a trolley and they gave us tickets. Like we already had tickets and they're like, where are you sitting? And we're like 300. And they're like, here, you want 100 level? And we were like, okay, yeah.
I got to say this. As a Lightning fan, it is bittersweet to see them kicking ass for so many years because it was so sweet when they sucked. Oh, man. Because hey, spoiler alert, I don't give a fuck. Win or lose, I love hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, I want the Lightning to win.
Yes.
Every time I go to see them live, every time I watch them play, I would love to see them go just 100% win success. Like just 82-0. No, like I don't give a fuck. That doesn't matter. I want and then also every playoff game, just sweep everybody. First time ever, perfect season. I would love that. But if it's free, if you don't win, and fuck, I spent the money I was going to spend on the ticket getting hot dogs and a T-shirt. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things like, you'll win again. There's 82 games. You don't need to win them all. But if you did, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But you pointed out the fact that, like, every year we would do that, and you're like, this is a Stanley Cup final game on that day. So,
on my birthday. I watched a Stanley Cup final with my team there.
Yeah.
On my birthday.
Yeah. That's fucking cool. That was a cool present. And
that's probably never going to happen
That was
again.
a bitch to set up. Man, can you believe how much work I had to go into planning that? Man, oh man. I had to call NBC. I had to get NBC involved. Oh my God. But I'm a great husband, so, you know, I did that for you.
Yeah.
And,
so
and they won.
And we won.
So.
Tied up the series, and we're playing again tonight.
Yeah.
Please God win.
Yeah. We'll find out. Who knows? I just think that there has been a lot of things that have gone in our favor, but it's still bad. Like, it's still a bad situation, whether it be how much we had to. I mean, we traveled a bit and did some shows. I don't know if we did a show around that time or not, a GDP or not, but
I don't think
when we did those, like, and there was a lot of. Like, it's not fun to travel right now necessarily.
No.
It may be affordable, and I think things are starting to kind of open back up, but now that's winter again. We're going to try to I'm going to try booking some southern shows, hopefully. Anything that I can get that's safe and I don't feel like I'll be trapped there.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear, is going somewhere. That's been my biggest fear.
That's why you want to drive, not fly.
It doesn't matter. I just feel like there's going to be those things, because they did that in Florida. At one point, they were stopping people at the border.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't really have the finances.
I didn't read the whole article, but that happened.
See that? You're part of the problem.
I know. There's a surrogate, like, she was carrying a baby for another couple, and she's now taking care of it because they're still they're stuck in somewhere overseas because of COVID. So she is, like, she didn't want the baby. Like, she had a baby for them. Like, she was carrying it for them. And now she's like, okay, well, I guess I'm stuck raising this kid until they can get back here from, COVID.
COVID lockdown. Yeah.
COVID lockdown. I was just like, oh my God, how terrible. That'd be so scary. I'd be like, no.
But yeah. So in summation, like, we're not gone. There's not.
No.
I mean, I've been paying for a feed that we've been housing all of the podcasts. We had Jeff on in the last episode of the last season. I guess.
Which our new logo.
Yeah, our new logo that's in the There you go. Follow your hand.
Right there.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No, yeah. Our new logo is. Are you kicking that table?
No. I'm not touching the table.
Okie dokie. Jeez. I think we have a lot of really cool episodes ahead of us, because it's not just we're going to be trying more stuff with the Board Georges, but I mean, really, I'm not too concerned about that.
It's just we can't. The thing is, we can't put pressure on ourselves.
We don't have time for your fucking games.
We got it. We'll strike when the iron's hot.
No, I don't know what does that mean.
I don't know when we're feeling.
Were you just
good.
saying things?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We'll do it when I don't know. I'm trying not to put a ton of pressure on myself.
Yeah, it does.
Just,
literally what I just said.
Right.
Who gives a fuck? That's all you have to just leave it there.
Sorry.
You don't have to add more. Don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You crazy person. What's the matter with you? What's going on?
Absolutely nothing.
What happened?
I'm fine.
All right, you switched.
I didn't switch.
Okay. Great.
I'm here.
You're right. This is exactly how the entire episode's been.
Yeah.
Good. Do you see it?
See what?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like there was something else I wanted to say.
What?
I don't remember now.
Was it about streaming? Playing games?
No, I can't remember.
Twitch? Board Georges? Putting too much pressure on you?
Yeah, no pressure. I don't do well with pressure. I've discovered that. I need to not put a ton of pressure on myself.
Literally don't
then
question
I feel like
her.
a failure.
Yeah. Well, why? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Because then I'm not successful. Like, it hurts when I fail, which...
Why?
Because...
What hurts about it, though?
Because I don't feel good enough.
Okay. But for who?
Myself.
But what are you asking of yourself?
I don't know, to do that
thing. You're saying that I can't meet my own standards, but you're not saying what your standards are.
Follow through, I guess. I don't know.
But, I mean, overall, like, we were talking about consistency at the beginning. Isn't that just another form of consistency?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's, but it would be learning from it.
Yes.
To not overdo it. But
I think that's what I'm trying to learn is, like, do the best that I can when I can.
Right. But that's what you already are doing. And it's not working.
That's true. So, yeah.
Don't keep doing that.
Okay.
Just try something else.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, do the best you feel like doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're just not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think doing the best that you can is one thing, but just doing the right thing is better, right?
Well, I would hope the best that I can is the right thing.
Yeah, but it's not always.
Hope.
You know what I mean? Sometimes the best that you can, so like a lot of times is doing the right thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you knowing when to step away, when to do less. It's
what is that?
It's not always you doing the right thing. It's sometimes you not doing anything is the right thing.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So there's a lot of times where...
But that's the best I can.
Maybe you shouldn't worry about every situation and just kind of let things happen sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Control only the things you can.
Did I mention I'm in therapy?
Yeah. You did. Yeah, a little bit earlier.
Hopefully we'll figure that out that time, because there's some control issues.
But that's what I'm saying. Is
and perfectionism.
You're saying issues and problems and all this stuff, but seriously, you're just saying like I can't do good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
my standards are too high, and I think that's the thing that really needs to be adjusted is my own expectations.
I think it's a clear...
Having realistic expectations.
An absolute clear sign that your standards are not too high because you have married me and stayed with me the entire time. And I am very much a work in process, and not everything's in the process right now. Some things I just
I don't know. I think I'd have to argue that, like, where I feel like your standards are pretty high. And...
Here she goes again with the high standards. My high standards. Eye contact, respect. You know what I mean? Like I don't think just general just mainline, just regular human decency. Sorry. Yeah. So is that it?
Well, I don't know, because there's a thing like for me with you, I
hope you never think that you don't meet my standards, because I don't even know what my standards are aside from that, apparently. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't think of myself as being to having too high a standard, because my standards are just basically like a lot of times are customer service based. Like a lot of times being somebody who works in a customer service or has worked in the customer service field pretty much his whole life. Even comedy is people expect this thing. You're
trying to please people.
I can't manage your expectations, but I can absolutely manage your entertainment. Like I can try to entertain you, and as long as I did my thing, I understand that a lot of times a lot of things are subjective. Not just art, but a lot of times perspective is just essentially saying that's your being more, having your perspective is just having a, like, just not even a different outlook, a different reality. Like, people exist. Like, the thing is, a lot I brought up, or of people I've heard a lot of times, like, you can never match someone's perception of you in their head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, as long as you realize maybe this was just a shitty day, or maybe this was just, I just did a shitty job today. Like, there's sometimes, like, but a lot of times can, at least, I don't feel like I'm so oblivious to it that I can say, like, no, like, can you just address the problem that I have? Or, like, even, it seems like, again, we know this is a trigger for me, feeling not heard or being ignored or something like that, where it's like one of those things of, like, are you even reading my emails? Are you even reading this thing? Are you even here with me right now? Is this even a person? So, like, there's a lot of times, and that's so frustrating a lot of times. So I get uncontrollable feelings or thoughts or urges, self-doubt, whether it be, we've talked about that a million times, I don't know, on and off the podcast, about, like, when I see, like, shows that are happening in the area, or shows that are people are booked on, and I'm like, oh man, why the fuck am I not booked on it? And you go, like, do you even want that show? It's sometimes you do just need to vocalize it in front of somebody so they can go, no, you don't. What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's why you have to have people that you can be vulnerable with and say, hey, this is bothering me. And sometimes just saying it out loud, you're like, well, that's stupid. Like, it's, but the narrative in your head is that, you know,
like, you're a very forgiving person, right?
Yeah.
But, like, with every single person in the world but you.
Yeah. 100%.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Because you should be your favorite person.
Right.
Like, I overall, like, if it comes down to it, I would love to say,
I read that somewhere.
I would save your life over mine. But, like, ultimately, like, my life isn't worth living without you.
Right.
So, fuck it.
Yeah.
Bye. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just got to do quick math. Rational brain.
Right.
Rational brain.
But that is like a tactic of the things that you say to yourself. Would you say those same things to somebody else? And you're like, absolutely not. And it's like, well, then why the hell are you saying it to yourself?
If somebody gave you 95%, would you be furious with them, or would you be like, this is unacceptable? No, you'd go, I appreciate 95%.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your help. Thank you for doing this or that or whatever. You know, like, I don't know. But
yeah. I thought of you this morning. I was reading something, and it was, like, talking about relationships and, like, what this thing actually means. So getting upset about a toilet paper not being changed. What
does that actually mean? What's it actually mean? Tell me. I don't know.
Not being heard or seen. So if your spouse gets upset about...
Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah.
It's not being heard. Like, that's what they're saying. They're not upset about the paper or the toilet paper.
My only point is, when you leave something out, or you leave a mess, or you do something like that, I'm the only other person in the house.
Right.
So what you are saying to me with this action is, fuck you. I wiped my ass. Bye. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and that is not just you. That is anywhere. Like, if I'm the other person, like.
But I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, oh my God, that's Pat.
To me, it's an ultimate selfish act.
Pat is like, he needs to be heard. You need to listen. You, like, stop and that's it. Like, that's really all that you need to get it out. Like you said, even just saying it out loud was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't help you in that, other than being that safe space for you to be able to vocalize it.
That's why
But you figured that out on your own.
I figured out. So this is a fun little get around for me. This is a fun little trick I figured out for me with my anger issues, is the fact that when I get irrationally angry at things, not even people, things.
Right.
I get mad like
a phone.
my phone, my
computer.
I scream at it as loud as I can what it is.
Yeah.
So if I hit my foot on a chair gets in my way, and you know those weird things where, like, I have a weird thing with my pockets. my pockets get get caught on the doorways in every room in this house. And it's right when I was holding something I don't want to spill. And boy, am I in a hurry to get in the next room. And every time, pulls me back and rips my shorts. I ripped these shorts. Look.
Oh, no.
These are my favorite shorts. That's right. I'm wearing shorts with a hoodie. Florida, bitch.
We got the heater on. So
yeah.
Oh, no, we don't. We don't. Just kidding.
No, but I will whip around and I will point at the thing and I'll scream at it. You're a doorway. So that way I go, what are you doing? You're
yelling at a doorway.
You're mad at a doorway, bud. That's not going to help anybody.
Hello, Lemaire.
Hey, Lemaire. How's it going, buddy? I know we're going to be finishing up pretty soon. We're trying to bank some episodes. Sorry, pal. I thought it was a round one. Oh, he didn't message yet. He might have just woken up.
Yeah, he just said hello.
Well, good morning. I think I think there's a way to point it out in the moment, and it's just about being in that moment. Like how many times have I said like even being angry at people or at a thing or being upset about a thing, just like I'm sad or I'm mad or whatever, and then my trick of just zooming out until you see where you exactly are on the planet Earth in the solar system. Like, and it's really like, okay, then who fucking cares?
Right.
Ultimately, this is all I have to worry about. My property. I have to maintain my property, keep it clean, make sure there's no brush fires, rake it up. I got to make sure. Maintain. I think there's a way that at least in the moment, maybe next time you feel that kind of shame or that weird thing of like just going like, would I talk to somebody else that way? Or would I, like, if somebody told me this, would I do that?
Right. Yeah. Like the thoughts that you have about yourself, that narrative that's going on in your head, if somebody was saying that to you, you would be like, what the fuck?
Right.
You wouldn't talk to them ever again.
Right.
But it's unfortunate that they live in your head. And you can't really escape it other than being like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop.
Stop.
Sorry. We'll just do one question and we'll wrap it up.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do one of those. Your favorite. Which one do you like more?
If you could physically transport yourself to any place in the world at this moment, where would you go?
Physically transport myself.
Honestly, so like you could be there in an instant.
Edmonton.
To watch the
I'll take a nosebleed seat there.
Yeah.
I would love to be the only person or two people in, like, fans that are down. Actually, on the ice. Honestly, fuck it, man. Like, give me one, like, off camera. You don't have to fucking show me. But, like, just give me something, like, there or Abu Dhabi would be cool. Like, because both, like, there's events happening in both that I'm highly interested in. Very highly interested.
Yeah.
I don't know if like I don't know. What about you? Is that weird?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I didn't say family. I didn't say anything about like I just want to be with my family and friends right now to hold them. I just wish this pandemic wasn't happening and I just want to feel human contact. Nope. Fine. I'd still be here.
Yeah.
You just took a week off of work and what did you do? Spend it in the house.
Fuck.
Guess what? That's all we ever wanted to do.
Yeah.
Sit at home and watch movies together.
Yeah. I think I want to go to like somewhere in Europe where it's like secluded but like a small town.
We're sharing our rides too, right? Like we're assuming if you get to transport there, I would just hold on to you and like just like take it with you, like. And the same thing with Edmonton. Like you could come with me to Edmonton.
Yeah, I would say yes that we could do both.
Yeah,
we could go hit a game.
Do you get a
hit up a fight?
Yeah,
and then and then go and spend the rest of our time like in my brain's going to Scotland, like on a cliff, by the water, but still have a town that we could like ride our bikes to, and like I'm
Thailand.
like thinking Thailand. I would love whatever. like the idea of just you and me upping and leaving and moving across the world sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like that, and just, I don't know, like take like $20,000 and like just like just
$20,000.
Right, like just a little bit of money. Go somewhere.
I think you misread my eye raise. It's like $20,000. Okay, where are we gonna get that? And then, and then also that's a little bit of money.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna uproot our lives, like that's not a lot of money.
I say we sell the
house.
But
keep it really simple. And $20,000, I feel like is an achievable amount for us to save. Not obviously, like not right this second, but like I don't know that we're ever going to have whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is all fictional.
Yeah, obviously it's a hypothetical.
So it doesn't matter. But like I do fantasize about that. Like let's just go.
All right.
Like let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like people are leaving New York, people are leaving LA. I'm like, no, let's just get out of the States. Like go in the little town with like 300 people and
Abu Dhabi, right? A little nice little town. I
don't know. It seems too.
I think they have like
right. I want
300 degree or 300% humidity there. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Like that doesn't sound good to me. I want I want like it to be like overcast all the time. Like green, just luscious green.
Luscious green.
And good food and. That's all I'm thinking about.
Scotch eggs.
Sheep. And we could have like sheepdogs. Don't tell Chloe.
You're going to get us in trouble.
I am. Where is she?
She's gone. She left. As soon as you said that.
Talk about dogs and sheep. I'm out. But she could like, help us get the fur. Not the fur. What is it called? Wool from the sheep. She'd love that.
Yeah.
She would love that.
Yeah. She could be our herding cat.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be we don't need a dog. We'll just get a cat. She can train other cats.
Yeah.
We'll have a cat farm.
Let's do it.
Season 3. Look for us in Scotland with our cat farm. You got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, good.
I love you.
I love you.
Gross.